Hi, Dyke and Groovy Entertainment. Today we got another unboxing episode to do. Today we just got these two packages, and these things are heavy. So let's see what we got. Let's do the top one first, because the top one looks easier to open. Okay, so we got stuff for maybe both channels. Oh, no, this is just one channel. Okay, we got four dinosaur books that was released by McDonald's back in the days. And we got cassette tapes too. So let's do the cassette tapes, and then I can show you what the books look like. And because the cassette tapes aren't looking great, the book will make no sense. I got stickers up on my hand. Okay, all the cassette tape looks good. Now let's show the book. Our first book is Dinosaur, the Dinosaur Baby Boom. This is from 1989. And it looks like this. So if anyone has seen this stuff back in 1989 at McDonald's, leave it in the comments. I never saw this stuff before. I never saw this at McDonald's before. Got a lot of sticky stuff on my hand. And the tape is no, no. Here we go. This is the tape, and it's in good condition. And this is 19. And it says songs by. I think this is the same guy that did Sesame Street. Yeah, I think it's the Sesame Street guy who did all the songs for that show. Our next one. I don't know if these are in number orders. This is Dinosaurs Danger Under the Lakes. And this is from 1989 also. And it looks like this. I think they're going to talk about the different dinosaurs. And then this one. I might have to tape this up some because it looks like it's falling apart. But a little tape will fix it because see how it's lifting? And this lifts off. I won't be able to know what the other side is. And I think they're both the same side, so like you get the same thing on both of them. See, this is a promotional group. But if you've seen these, let's leave it in the comments. I'll be curious to see how many people race all this stuff in the McDonald's stores or restaurants. Our next one is Dinosaurs, the Amazing Birthday Adventure. And it looks like this. I think I just saw something in the back of it. Tell me what order these are in. No, that just tell me how they get fed. Okay, it's like this. So far, every cassette tape in a good condition. So that's a plus. Our last book, The Creature Dinosaur, The Creature in the Cave. 89 also. So it's like this. And they made four of these things. So I got all four of them. So if I was a kid in 1989, I'd be one of the lucky kids who got the whole collection. And I know these things were not cheap. 'Cause I think probably back then you probably like I don't know $4 books, $4 books on tape. So this is like $4. This is like a suspension collection. Actually, probably $10 for the whole thing. Okay, now we open our next package. This is a heavy thing. I don't know what's inside of here, but I'm curious. And them diner trip books you might not hear until I think next year. So like I said in my other video, we got so much stuff for this year that it's going to be a long time to get done with all the audio stuff. There we go. Oh, I did a good job at tapping this, but I had to rip both. I've been using my finger for this opening this thing. Okay, we got the whole collection of this. Now I got the whole thing, book 1 through 12. Book one I had to get separately because they didn't have it in this collection, but I got the whole collection. And these are in, and these are in number orders. That's nicer. Let's look up number. Let's go in order of these books. Like I said, number one is not with me now. But number one will be coming in the mail whenever. Let's see. Jim Henson Muppet Stories, Story to Share, and that's book number one. And like I said, people were loving these Muppets. These are the biggest thing on my channel so far. These are from 1991, and kind of look like this too, if you can see it. So they got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You got 10 stories in one book, and kind of looks like this too. So each day I would read one story out of these books. So if I got 12 books, 12 times 10, boy, you got a lot of books. And you get about 22 different stories. And they're not long stories. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's like 4 pages in each of these stories. Here's the next story. Bathed in Snowland. And you get the major characters. Kermit, Piggy, Gonzo, and Fozzie, and Skeeter. And it's kind of nice too because Skeeter, the homemade character just for the Muppet Show or the Muppet Babies, and they made her a big character inside all the books. Then you got Up, Up and Away. I'm doing it this way to show you all the different things. Let's see. Okay, Sky the Limit. So it looks like a two-part episode. When we get to that one, and that could be nice. Okay, no, maybe the okay. No, this is a regular episode. It ain't no two-part. That was just the end of that up and away. It said up the water, up the water spout. That ran up backwards. It's not fun. So you get a story about spiders and bugs. That was a short one. You get Fozzie's new partner. Now in this one, they're adults. They're not kids in this story. It is. Then you get What Should We Play? It's not a Muppet story, but it's part of the Muppet people. So in this thing, you get a lot of good things. Nope, I think that's not. Here we go. The Wide Water Gonzo. Now he's a baby in this picture. You get like both of them. You get adults and babies of the Muppets. So you get a mixture of things. And this is just the second book. See, Piggy New Leaf. It's nice too because all the books I read so far, Piggy was a I don't know if she was a teenager or preteen. This one, she's a adult. This is book two. Here's book three, and this is Story to Grow On. What was that one about? Okay, let's see what this one's about. This was 1991. I think they're all from 1991. Here's the contents again. You get 10 stories again. Oh, here we go. This is Kermit and the Best Present to All. So you get all the characters. You get Ralph, Gonzo, Piggy. You get a baby frog, and you get the rock and roll man in the background. Now they might say they're characters inside the book. The Great Just Disaster. In this book, we got a little bit of everybody. So we get stuff for the males and the females. Because on my main channel, there's more males who likes my channel than females. I, so this might help the females on my side. This is the contest. This is the Fraggle Rock people. So we get to test out Fraggle Rock. And if Fraggle Rock does good, the little stories, we'll get them big. We'll get the main stories. But if this don't do good, we won't worry about the main stories. So it's like a pilot. See, Baby Fozzie Green Thumb. Because the Muppet does good. The Muppet is doing good. I can try other characters. If I don't want them to fail, they're not going nowhere. Like Barbie was a tryout and it didn't really do too good. Helping Harriet home. And I like these single stories that have nothing to do with nobody. I'm not showing you the whole that I'm just showing you the titles of each story. Baby Kermit Safari. So you get a preview of what the story's gonna be. If you stay with the channel, you get to hear these stories. You might hear these things here this year or next year. We got some of stuff for the holidays that you might not hear these for a while, but we're gonna try to push them out. Let's see the floppy hopper dropper shopper. That's a tongue twister. And you get Kermit and Scooter and a bunch of rabbits. Our next one, clothes make the gonzo. And that's it for number three. Number one, we got 12 of these. Okay, number four, off to Storyland. Oh, I'm good. And I'm glad they all got the different characters. Unless they doubled them, but I'm thinking they got all the characters got their own picture on these books. 1991. Gee, let's help. No, let me help. So you got Kermit and Baby and I think Kermit cousin, no nephew, because one of the books I did, that was his nephew. I forget who the nephew was. But I did a book on Wrecker when they was going camping. Let's see that Robin. Yeah, that's who he is. See, I'm glad they put the character name in there. Piggy and the pink tap shoes. And these things are definitely. That's what you hear me kind of losing my voice. The Go, the Goldberg, or the Goldberg, the map maker. We got another Fraggle Rock. So this is good. We get to test out the Fraggle Rock water. Yeah, that another joy. And he pages are brand new like today. No, that's the same story. This is Ralph, no, Forgotten Ralph. And I seen him as an old dog because I only seen him old on the Muppet Show, and then he was a baby on the Muppet Babies. Then I got to see, now I'm seeing him more, the pre-teen teenager in the books I've been reading. The Ant Farm. Man, I don't know what this is. This is like a Civil War story. He got like a little Civil War hat. No, that's not. Okay, no, that's just a regular hat. Far away, it looks like a Civil War hat. Playtime is up, baby Gonzo. So in a sense, we're gonna get babies of them, adults of them, different stories of different, just one-sided characters. See, Fozzie goes overboard. Yeah, if you had seen these books in the stores back in the early '90s, are I'm not too sure if this was in. I think this was an in-store book. We'll read. Look more into these books and see if they were in-store or was this another club book. Robin and the Most Beautiful Bug. Oh, so he got his own book or his own story. And it looked like that. Let's look at book number 4 or book number 5. Let's see. No, it looks like you could get. It looks like you can get these at the store. Yeah, no, I don't see any club or anything. Let's see if he tells us what these things are. No, so if you saw these books, let me know how you saw them. If you saw them, they're really truly buffer birthday cake, a boofer. And I'm curious of how many people got to see these things. Baby Gonzo Marvelous Tech. Because I know by this point of time, when these books came out, the Muppet Baby was kind of disappearing because it ran from 1984 to 1991. And these books came out in 1991. The night the moon disappeared. And I think by this time, too, I don't think there was any new Muppet movies in 1991. Ammo Way. So, like I said, the Muppet Show was repeated all through time. Double and Thomas. So I saw the Muppet Show in the '80s when I was little, in the '90s. Baby Kermit Magic Blanket Ride. I think we got one more story in this book. Robin and the Haunted House. And if you do get to read it in October, that'd be good for October. If not, you hear it there's any way we get to read it. So you're gonna a Halloween book or after Halloween story. Gonzo get a right. Gonzo got a brand new den, and that is it for book number 5. Now we got book number 6. See, Miss Piggy favorite adventure. Are they going? Let's see. Okay, okay. So she got her own picture in this book. The first book we saw, she was with the game. That's why I didn't recognize it. Like I said, not too many Muppets that are going to probably be promoted on these books. It's book number 1, or story number 1, The Secret Admirer. Let's see, story number 2, Who Took the Cookie? And on the other one we did with the Muppet Baby collection, I found the last 2 books of that. So we'll be getting the last 2 books next month. We can complete all 20 stories. Then you get to hear the complete collection. It's Shipwreck. And then, like I said, once I'm done reading these, if anybody wants them, you can have them for a fee, or they go to the library. And the fee means just to pay the shipping. The thank you gift. And I can show you what the shipping is when I'm done looking at all these books. Baby Skeeter set a record. Oh, another Fraggle Rock story. The perfect pajamas. So this will be interesting. There'll be a lot of Fraggle Rock stuff. We got 3 right now. The the thing do. It's like a Japanese monster. And this is nice because in the stories that I've been reading, there had been no ammos in that whole collection so far. And I don't know why they took them out. Forget it, Kermit. So at least in this one and the Muppet Baby ones, ammos is all in these things. And I like that because it's a shame that they had to take out a character. Okay, that's it for book number 6. Book number 7. See, busy day, sleepy night. Oh, okay. And they got a picture of Hermit and Robin. So far, they're all 1991. There's nothing changing these things yet. The Golden Banana. So if you're watching this video, you get a sneak peek. You get a sneak peek of what the story is going to be in these books. A rainy day adventure. Oh, you're getting Nanny in this one. You get Nanny and Gonzo. But Nanny not in none of these books either, I don't think. And Nanny was kind of like Inspector Gadget, Dr. Claw. You never really saw the face, but you heard the voice. Robin takes a hike. Because in Inspector Gadget, Dr. Claw, he got up, you saw the hands. Sometimes you might see the feet when he had to walk around to his different vehicles. This was how Nanny was. See, wait, Frago Tago? We'll probably get the names right later on. I have to do my chance my language thing that tell me what the things Ray says because I'm not that great at reading. So my I found an app that tells me what the word Ray says. The Teen Spirits. I think I had that computer growing up too. This little thing because when I was a little kid, I had the Tandy 1000 and an old IBM computer that played Jordan versus Bird on it. And the Tandy 1000 played some kind of chess game. Please pass the bread. So else we got? The the Dreamer. I don't know how to say his first name. But we will get the first name figured out when I use that app to see what that word says. I think this is the first non Muppet character in this whole book so far. Everybody else been all Muppets. Robin and the new neighbors. Our new neighbor. And Robin is big in these stories, in these books. So far, in all six books I've been looking at, Robin is a big character. So book number 7 done. Book number 8, cozy, cozy campfire stories. Now, I'm thinking there are no Muppets in here, but we'll see. They might be just standalone stories. Hot off the presses. Okay, I was wrong. Is our first Muppet. Me and Kermit Jones. Oh, here's the second Muppet. So I don't know why they did that picture. I'm glad they used them one-off characters at a picture at a picture of one of the books. See, Skunk, Pack Rat. Okay, his one his the one side character. One for the seesaw. The more Muppet Babies. For a new song. I forget which one it's for. The guy with the mustache or these two characters. So at this point, you get to see Janice all grown up. We always see her as a teenager in the books that I've been reading lately. We even get to see Ammo as a grown up in this book too. Garden, gardening tips for growth or groans. We get another Fraggle Rock. Now, I did see Fraggle Rock when it first came out. It came out on HBO back in 1982, 83. And I got to see it on the HBO channel when they used to show it. Then I got to see it on repeats when they had it on the Disney Channel back in the 80s. Then they kind of released it on regular TV, one or two episodes. Not talking. So I'm glad we got another twin story. Peter and Scooter. But I hadn't talked Fraggle Rock since the 80s and early 90s. I think 91 was the last time I saw a Fraggle Rock anything. They had the Fraggle Rock cartoons that was on either the Disney Channel or NBC. A very special party. Yeah, if you remember the Fraggle Rock cartoons, leave it in the comments. Let me know if you saw them too, and let me know if they were on cable or regular TV. And if you saw Fraggle Rock when it first came out on cable or regular TV, let me know too. This is number 9, right? Book number 9. You got Miss Piggy on this thing. So Miss Piggy got all the cover, it seems like. She got the number 2, number 7. And this is good time sales. If I didn't say the cover. Miss Piggy, Beautiful Lesson. Father pick fruit. Baby Gonzo in the magic ball. So Gonzo must be a big character in all these in the Muppets thing. Because in this thing he's in all the books. And I'm surprised they didn't put no beans in this story. None of these books so far. The Bean came out in 1987. So he should have been in one of these books. All work, all play. But they even got him in the story. The bald eagle kind of character. I know these characters are older than the Bean character. Fraggle Cakes. So that's gonna be nice having the Fraggle Rock in my channel. Messy Gonzo. I like to bring new characters to the channel to see how they work. And we're ready to see how new character work. Baby Benson sleepover surprise. Okay, so they bought these characters like the bald headed smart guy and this guy was always squeaking. I think his name was Beacon. So nice to hear these two, see these two characters. The Mark Win. In this sense, we'll be reading the Mark Twain in November or October, November. Okay, book number 10. Got 2 more books to look at. It's story time. I'm glad to get the Fraggle Rock book cover. Now they're in here for no story. They should be in here. It'd be a shame just giving them a cover and no pages. See, Fozzie Thompson. Anything for a friend. Okay, I'm glad they gave a Fraggle Rock story in here. Wendell did it. Now, what did Wendell do? Did he let out a fart? Because sometimes when people let out gases, they blame it on other people. Oops, here comes wait, oops, here comes baby Emma. Here's what else we got. The very messy closet. Now we just did a story about this. About Skeeter and Scooter messy room. But in this sense, I think they're all in this together. Because they didn't have their own places in the Muppet Babies. See, Flippo. I was curious that did these characters go home or were they or was this their home? And Nanny had a bunch of these wild kids. And who would nanny to these people? Can nanny mean grandma sometimes? Or was she the babysitter? And the parents that sent these kids off to a babysitter called nanny. Leave it in the comments if we know who nanny is to these Muppets. Have to be a Kermit. Because you know they have parents because in the books I've been reading, you see Kermit parent, you see Fozzie parent, you see Gonzo parent. Yeah, you see his grandma. You see, I think that's it. I don't think you see anyone else parents. Miss Piggy had a neighbor, and Keeter and Scooter, they ain't show their parents. We're Beaker. Okay, I knew Beaker with that crazy little thing. See, I hadn't saw Muppet Babies in years. So if I remember the characters, I'm happy. I know we would never see a Muppet Baby collection of a complete series because of what they did. Muppet Baby Dream Adventures. Because with all them clips they use, they never gonna get permission from all those movies and music people. But you can buy the Muppet Baby bootleg on the internet. The whole show. Baby Fozzie's No Pal. We got a lot of Christmas. We got a lot of snowy things in these books. That's good because when we read these in the wintertime, it'll go good with the wintertime theme. Swedish Chef Private Eye. Okay, did we get him? And I remember they made a cereal of him back in the 80s, and it was pretty good. It kind of tastes like Mr. T cereal, but with just his face on the cereal box. If you remember eating that cereal, his or Mr. T, leave it in the comments. Or any other cereal that cereal tasted like. It was I forget what the name of the cereal was called. His face was all over that cereal box. Robin Blanket. Secrets. Let's see. A flying lesson. Okay, we got another standalone character. Now these videos, when I do read them, they're only gonna be maybe, I don't know, 4 minutes long. So these will be short videos, but they'll get a lot of views. The yo-yo. Now we just did a story about a yo-yo. So I don't know who's gonna be playing it, but it'd be funny if Peter played that toy in this book too. Wake Up Bear. Okay, another standalone character. Like I said, these are only gonna be short stories, but I'm gonna just read them one at a time. So you get more videos if I read them one at a time with the, let's say the race super short. Now I'm thinking they're gonna be 3 minutes, 3 to 4 to 5 minute stories. Now if they're super short, like 2 minutes long, then I might be a throw two stories at you or three. Depending how long these stories are. Bedtime punchline. So it'd be nice if these things are super short. We might be able to get see 10 episodes a day out of these things. And this is a bedtime punchline. But I won't know until I have to read these things. Our last book. This is Story Party. And you get these characters from Faggot the builders. I have no clue what their names are on the top of my head. Fozzie makes wave. The Sandcastle. The Misunderstanding. I'll be getting another Ralph story. They don't use Ralph that much. The Dozer who couldn't quit. Okay, that's who they are. They're called the Dozers. Space Captain Scooter. And here's some more of the twins. Fear Square Share. Another side character. A one-off character, I should say. The Distant Parent Chicken. Home is where your friends are. And I think that's the last one. Yep. Okay, so this is a longer video, but at least you get to see a lot of stuff that's gonna be coming out. So all we got today, do this way. Well, we got these four McDonald books and these 11 Muppet books. Boy. So please like, subscribe, share, and comment, and have a groovy day. We'll have another video coming out real soon.